Remember your first date with someone who would later change your life? The butterflies, the awkward pauses, the quiet hopes you didn't say out loud. This is the story of Jane and Kelechi and the untold chapters of a first date that neither of them knew would become the beginning of everything. Jane didn't expect much from the day. She had agreed to the date mostly to stop her cousin from teasing her about dying single. Kelechi, on the other hand, had spent 20 minutes rehearsing a smile in the mirror, a smile he hoped wasn't too eager or too stiff. They met at a small cafe tucked between a flower shop and an old bookstore, the kind of place where love stories either begin or end quickly.
I remember seeing him standing outside the cafe, nervously checking his watch even though he was early. And I don't know why, but something in me whispered, "Be gentle. He's carrying something you can't see yet."
They both laughed at the same time, over absolutely nothing, and that small, shared smile broke the ice. They ordered drinks. They talked about work, family, childhood dreams, but the real conversation was happening in the spaces between words. The way he looked at her when she wasn't noticing, the way she tucked her hair behind her ear when something touched her heart.
There was this moment. Kelechi talked about losing his dad when he was younger. He didn't say it dramatically, he just paused, like he was handing me a fragile part of himself. And without thinking, I reached across the table and held his hand.
That touch, a simple instinctual touch, became the first seed of something neither of them had words for yet. Later, they walked outside, wandering aimlessly like two people who didn't want the day to end. The sun was setting, the sky painted gold, and for the first time in a long time, both of them felt seen.
I didn't want him to kiss me that night. Not because I didn't like him, but because I wanted the moment to breathe. I wanted this beginning to take its time.
And Kelechi, he didn't try. He simply said, "I don't know where this is going, but I'd really like to find out. With you." No fireworks, no dramatic music, just honesty. Just two people choosing to try. That night didn't end with a kiss, but with a promise neither of them heard out loud. Let's see where this goes. Together. They didn't know it then, but that quiet first date planted the seeds of future memories. Shared birthdays, long late-night calls, silly arguments, and moments that would stretch and strengthen their love. Their first assumptions melted into truth. Their guarded hearts opened slowly, gently, bravely. Because sometimes the untold chapters of a first date become the foundation of a lifelong connection.